having a good night. It's really late over here. Actually, it's 9 o'clock, but it feels like 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock. Where does the time go? Sometimes it goes by really fast and sometimes it goes by really slow. Today it feels slow for me, but I am here to react to Foodie Beauty because what's going on with her? Well, I don't know if you guys have heard the news, but if you haven't, let me bring you up to speed. So the GoFundMe is gone. It's finished. The money that was sitting in GoFundMe has now been refunded back to the people that gave it. And Chantal did a live talking about that. And she was mad. Of course, she was mad because she wanted that GoFundMe money. So what is she doing now? Well, since the GoFundMe is gone, she's telling people to donate to PayPal instead. And I don't know if the beaches are going to do it because I just saw on Twitter that it may take some time for people to get their GoFundMe money back. It's not an immediate thing. You know, if they put stuff on their credit cards and whatnot, it may take a while for the money to get back in their accounts. But Chantal is doing all she can to recoup the money that was on GoFundMe, redirecting it to PayPal. So that's what's going on. We got a lot of stuff to go over on Twitter because there's lots of Twitter peeps, a lot of fun stuff too. I've been collecting stuff all day. And then we'll get on to reacting to her live. And as you guys know, I've got stuff to say. So let's just get on with it, shall we? It's time for the Twitter peeps. All right, it's time for the Twitter peeps, and I'm all set and ready to go. I may be coming to the table late, but I'm coming prepared. So, for those of you that are on Twitter and you'd like to find me on Twitter, there's my handle, Wild Girl Sarah. And for those of you that you don't care for Twitter, I do the Twitter peeps for you. So you can keep up with stuff, not actually have to be there. So let's start here with a post from Unbelievably Annoying Cat Voice saying, if you're just visiting Syria, you're not moving to Canada. You're going home after a vacation, just like after visiting Kuwait on and on for 2 years, and Thailand and Qatar. So Chantal's been on a tear today. Community post after community post. Here's one of them. And when Chantal gets mad, you know she gets mad because she writes mini novels, and she did the mini novel thing today. So Foodie says in this post, newsflash morons who are still obsessing over matters that are not their business. I am a traveling Canadian because I am a Canadian citizen. As a citizen, I'm allowed to travel as long as I want to anywhere in the world and still keep my Canadian status. I also have ties to Canada still, so legally, I am Canadian. I am also soon returning, so I only spent a couple of months here so far since my last visit, but nice try. Citizens and permanent residents are different also. I am a citizen, therefore I am allowed to use services such as PayPal while traveling because it is a Canadian account. I am in Syria on an extended visa. It doesn't matter if I called where I am staying our home. There are no legal ties making this true for me. Interesting. I stay here while I am here, and that is all. Hope this sinks into your vapid brains. Oh, I also don't obtain my money from any system in Syria. I get it from Beirut, which does not have sanctions. Syria does for such matters. I am just so tired of these idiots. So let's address a few things about this post. I won't stay overly long, but I will address a few things. So let's talk about this comment that you made down here saying, let's see, where did it go? She says she has no legal ties there, but aren't you married? Are you not a married woman? You're married. So I mean, according to you, you do have ties. And thank you for confirming, Foodie, that you're still looking for loopholes. You pretty much confessed to that. I get it. I I don't obtain my money from any system in Syria. I get it from Beirut, which does not have sanctions. Syria does for such matters. So you found a little loophole and you're exploiting it. Good to know. Very good to know. So you're finding loopholes for being there and getting your money. And maybe that's why you and Salah take little trips to go get the money to get around that little loophole. But you're supposed to be married, so what about the legal ties with that? But there she is. She's raging again. And it's the norm for her these days. Bored Potty Mouth says, so hear me out. Wanda donates a ton of money to Foodie Beauty using her credit card, maxing it out. Now it's all held in limbo for maybe months. She owes the credit card bill and she wants to give Chantal money. Womp womp. Chantal might be in Syria for a while. Well, that'll teach the Beezers not to give her money, wouldn't it? Or maybe it won't teach them, but they might learn a valuable lesson from all this. Caleb says, Foodie Beauty, after waking up to see her GoFundMe, got revoked and everyone refunded. Pretty accurate. You know, she was punching the air and getting the first exercise she's had in months doing that. L's RPH says, well, would you look at that? GoFundMe is refunding everyone. Boo-hoo. Foodie Beauty looks like you got a long way to go. So here's another post that Foodie did. Foodie says, all right. So the GoFundMe was taken down. I was given a reason, which I will keep to myself, but haters mass reported it basically. I was also advised that everyone who donated would be fully refunded within 3 to 7 days. I will still try and raise as much as I can to start over in Canada. So if you still want to contribute, you can by the following ways. She gave her PayPal link, Cameo, Super Chats, watching her videos, becoming a member. And then she put a little advertisement for Cameo at the end. Chantal, if everything had been done by the numbers, if all the I's were dotted and the T's were crossed, even if 1 million haters reported your GoFundMe, once they looked at the account, would have said, there's nothing to see here. Everything looks legit. There's no reason to mess with it. But if something looks wrong, they're going to have a problem. And apparently they had a problem because now the GoFundMe is gone. So that's what you get for being scammy and trying to get money using your ex-roommate. Womp, womp. Quartz 420 says, the fact that this person wants to live in a 3-bedroom villa and refuses to couch surf or even rent a smaller place for a few months, said she'd rather sleep on the street than a cheap motel while people are living in bombed ruins around her, entitled blank. So I just have this to say. When times are tough, you got to do what you got to do. So if you're in a situation like you're living in Syria and you want to go home, you do what you got to do. There's no shame in doing what you got to do. If you have to live a little mean and rough, and that's all you can afford, that's all you can afford. And that's just the way things are. You can't sometimes come home and live in grand style. You may want to, but if you can't afford it, that's just it. But Chantal wants to come home in grand style, whether it's for a month or 3 months or 60 days, doesn't matter. She wants to come home and live the life that she lived before this whole Syria thing began or the Kuwait thing began. She wants her lifestyle back. Problem is, she wants everybody to foot the bill, and that's where the problems begin and end, right there. Fondue Spiteful Beach says, Foodie Beauty, you were mass reported for breaking terms of service. You are no pitiful victim of the hate mob. If you followed laws and rules, maybe people would leave you alone, but here we are. Right. If you follow everything by the numbers, no one has anything to say. Even if they did say something, nothing can be done. But if you break rules, that's when the problems start. and it looks like you broke some rules, and GoFundMe took action. Shame. All right, let's go on to something nice from Yog saying they found each other. Look at the baby. Aw. Whose puppy is this? How can it possibly be lost on the street? It looks too nice, but I take him home too. So this person's like, I'm working, being a mascot, but look at the, aw. That baby's like, you better take me home. You just better do it. And the person's like, I can't resist. The power of the puppy is strong with this one. All right. Blondie says, hey, Beezers, just in case you forgot. T says, I might get it wrong, but I want all of Girl World to bookmark this. Foodie Beauty is not going back to Canada. This is the last hurrah to scam her Beezers as she knows her channel is dead. The Cuba Rage has given us a glimpse of who she is. She doesn't have to take accountability. So for anybody who wasn't around for Cuba Rage, and trust me, it was a wild time. Crackhead Olympics was crazy. And it was crazy work trying to keep up with her with 8 to 10 hour live streams, her going live sometimes at 1 or 2 in the morning. It was nuts. It was a test of endurance. Let me tell you what. She was testing our stamina, our endurance, and our sanity. But for those Beezers who might be coming over here to snoop a little bit, or maybe not to snoop, to find out information and gather an opinion, please allow me to play this for you, because this is something that Chantal said. And this, by the way, was during the time when she was making a lot of money. Okay. As I said in my previous react, when she's low on money, when she needs people, that's when she's nice. When she's got money, she's rude. And anybody who's been watching her lately, when she wanted that money, when she wanted people to donate, oh, she was so sweet. She was being so nice. And now that she's got a little bit of money in her pocket, she is getting rather rude with the Beezers. But let's play this clip for those who have never seen it. And this Cuba Rage will go down in history as infamous, not because she was drunk, not because she was, being mouthy. That's just normal for Chantal. But there's a reason. Because this, when Chantal had the mask completely off. She was so high on her horse, so arrogant, that she actually told her Beezers, yes, I am manipulative. I manipulate all of you. And this is how I do it. I'll be sweet as pie to your face, and I'll be rude to you, and then come on later and be sweet as pie, and you're going to eat it up. Want to hear the clip out of her own mouth? Please, let me blow it up so you guys can hear.
Make you mad? Oh, sorry. You're welcome. Your channel is back. My channel is back because it fucking deserves it. Because YouTube said we were wrong in deleting her channel. You know why? Because people fucking false flagged it because they're pieces of shit.
No. Let me tell you what's going on. So before she came to Cuba, she lost her channel. And for whatever reason, YouTube gave it back to her, which is unprecedented. They don't give channels back. And it wasn't because she was mass reported. They just decided to give it back to her. She made all kinds of promises about, I'm going to do better content and I'll behave. And they gave her channel back, and here we are. Good job, YouTube. But let's keep going.
And I'm not taking ownership or accountability. Does that make you mad? Oh, sorry. She never takes real ownership or accountability for what happens. Stay mad, bitches. I don't have to. I'm back on YouTube and I make fucking triple what you make in a year.
Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Chantal, sometimes when you say things, you put certain energy out into the universe responds. I remember during Cuba Rage, you were complaining about all the money you made. You said, I make so much money. I hate it. You said that. And you know what the universe said? Oh, really? You hate all that money you make? Well, why don't we just take some of that off your hands since you don't like it? Let's help out a little bit.
You're welcome. Or accountability. Does that make you mad? Ooh, sorry. She never takes real ownership or accountability for what happens. Stay mad, bitches. I don't have to. I'm back on YouTube and I make fucking triple what you make in.
Not no more. Not no more, Miss Mama. Not no more. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. Fondo Spiteful Beach says Foodie Beauty Salah claims he spent $1,000 of his own money for solar power. Really, where's he getting the money? Where's he getting the money for these solar panels? I can't imagine he'd be making that much money over in Syria. I mean, he'd be working pretty doggone hard to make that kind of money over there. But yeah, we all know the money came from Foodie. So $1,000 in solar panels, and yet she comes back and she keeps grifting. Okay. Oh, this is cute from Yog. So the I don't even know what these creatures are, but look at the reaction of the one squirrel. So I guess maybe the one is biting the other one's tail, and the other one's like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "I'm sorry." I'm sorry. Let me pet your head. I didn't mean to hurt you. That's cute. All right. Queen Jellybean says, I've said it a million times, but Foodie Beauty truly is a brainless person. Her YouTube is her last lifeline for being completely stuck with zero income, and she's continuing to do things to nuke her channel. Oh well, through time to do PayPal. What did I hear to her GoFundMe? Now, AI Overview says, no, a Canadian citizen cannot ask people to donate money to them in Syria through PayPal because PayPal service is not available in Syria. Even if the service were available, the person could face legal and financial challenges due to international sanctions and PayPal's own policies. You might be digging a bigger hole for yourself, Chantal, trying to get out of the hole that you're already in, but keep going, please. Keep going. Keep doing you. Just make that hole bigger. All right. What else we got here? And she did like smaller posts saying she couldn't go live because there was something in her eye. Ron says, y'all, Sansa brings up a great point in this video. Where's the first and last month's rent? The landlord returned in June. Foodie's words. Sansa estimates around $2,500 to $3,000, unless she carried that amount in cash all the way back to Syria. It should be in her Canadian bank account. Yeah, where'd that money go? Did she get it? Did her mother get it? Who put the money down and who got it back? I would imagine that it might have gotten returned because she wasn't there that long. Doggy Cat says, wouldn't it be pretty funny if he robs her blind and puts her on a plane? That's the look of an evil man contemplating something. How far will 8 to 10 grand go in Syria? He worked almost 3 years on her. He deserves the last big payout. Yeah, it might be the last big grift for Chantal, but also the last big grift from Salah. I guess time will only tell, won't it? Okay, this is funny from Fondue Spiteful Beach saying, Foodie Beauty, don't talk about it, be about it. So here's a comment that Foodie made. Tiny Shamrock says they also need to be reminded that accusing someone of a crime is actually actionable in courts. Foodie says, just wait until I get to Canada. Girl, if you're over there begging for money electronically to get back to Canada, you ain't got enough money for lawyers. Sit down. Please have all the seats while you're at it, okay? Just do it. Aw, Y'all, my heart. Yog says that's his bed now. So that this beautiful baby couldn't wait to get home for his new bed. He's like, I'm just going to take a nap right here. You precious thing, you. You're adorable. All right. Well, I think we're done with the Twitter peeps. All right, we got through them pretty quick. That's okay. I'm okay with that. Sometimes it doesn't take long at all. So we're going to go on to Foodie's stream, and good news, everybody. We don't have to look at her. She's got the camera off. I'm always okay with that. So how about we get started? I hope you guys enjoy.
Baby powder saves everything, I'm telling you. Yes, the olives fell off the tree. Sorry, Lizzie. No, if I show my face late night ASMR, I can't go live because it's too buffery. Hey, Diego. My eyeball, well, it's better now, but it was sore. It was like an aspirin. Julia was playing with the olives. The Kalamata olives. And the green olives.
So Tiffany says, why don't you admit that you are setting up a home in Canada for Salah to live in? A lot of people would be happy about that. Why the big lie? And don't freak out on me. You're scary when angry. I honestly don't think that Chantal wants to take Salah to Canada. I don't think she can. I honestly feel the money is for her, not for her and him. There's no way that he's going over there. It wouldn't make sense. If there was a big plan to take him to Canada, why would he sink so much money into the place they are already at? Like, you only invest money into a home when you plan to stay there. You're not going to leave it behind. So I don't feel that she's taken him with her. She just wants to set herself up in a nice place if she goes and have money to eat her face off.
Oh, see, it's buffering. Margie. I can't even go live. This is ridiculous. Hey, Layla. Maybe I'll have to go live in the early morning when there's nobody awake. The eye's okay. Yeah, it is real. I'm preparing to go.
No Name says, I would donate a chunk if I knew it was real this time. Yeah, but there's no way to know, is there? I mean, honestly, there's no hurry to donate money. Foodie's in Syria. She's going to be there for at least 3 weeks. There's no talk about, I'm going to get on an airplane tomorrow or in a few days. So she's going to be there for 3 more weeks. That means whatever money she gets from PayPal, do you honestly think, Beezers, this is going to sit in her pocket and nothing's going to happen to it? Do you really trust someone like Chantal, who's an active, raging addict, who has self-confessed to being bad with money, that money's just going to sit there and she's going to, for the first time in her life, save it and not touch it? I wouldn't trust the situation. There's all kinds of red flags on the play. There's red flags all over the field. The point you can't run around on the field. There's so many.
I mean, the thing is like I'm trying to do as much things as I can here and savor the Syrian moments and the last moments that I'll be having with Salah, and the family here and everything. So I'm actually getting ready. Can you guys hear me now?
So Tiffany posted another post saying she won't answer that question. She will ignore it or block me. She is scary when she's mad. Yeah, it's like this is the real Foodie. You beezers that are new don't know. Is very controlling. She's very manipulative. She's very controlling and manipulative with her own audience. It applies to everybody. You know, she controls people through anger and being afraid to make her mad.
Elka Seltzer. Hey, YouTube lover.
And I will say that if you're someone in the audience and Foodie is coming to the audience and saying, I want your money, you have the right to ask questions about what the money is going to be spent on and why she isn't doing things a certain way. If she wants the money and everything is above board, she'll answer your questions with no attitude. There's no reason to get defensive, none at all. But she immediately gets defensive because she doesn't want to answer the questions as she should.
Yeah, Brittany, but that ain't. Of course, I would refund, but I'm not. That's not going to happen. Like, I'm not staying. I realize more than ever, it's just not the long-term life for me. So, grift the house down. Hey, Lorena. Yeah, YouTube lover, true. Thanks, Jenny. Hold on, guys. Okay, what about now? Yes.
Lorena says, why would she go through all this effort if she wasn't going to stay? That's so weird. No, that's not weird. And what effort has she gone through? I ask you, what effort has she gone through? Has just mentioning PayPal on her live stream. She's posting links. That really doesn't take effort. She had someone else set up a GoFundMe, which got shut down. What effort has she gone through so far? All she's done is ask people for money. She hasn't even done the effort of putting together a list of things that she needs and how much they're going to cost and when she's going to be in Canada or how much the tickets are. Like she wants your money, Beezers, but she's not saying exactly why she needs your money. She's saying, I'm going to go bees and I'm going to go party. I'm sure we'd all love to go party on $5,000, wouldn't we? Wouldn't that be a blast? Shoot. She wants the money. She wants it. But she's not willing to go home and make it herself. Nope.
Is it bad?
Like, I'm sorry. Posting links on your video and pinning a comment to your chat with your PayPal link and then just asking for money, there's no effort there.
Hey, create chaos gossip. I think it's better. I had to refresh. So yeah. They reported the GoFundMe, so it's like they're supposed to, I don't know, review it, so. But whatever. I'll find other ways. I guess the people who donated would get their money back if it's going to go down, but we're going to keep fighting it.
What she means is she's just going to find other loopholes to get the money.
So yeah, I'm getting ready. I'm probably going to be up late tomorrow. Not tomorrow, but like early morning, like after Fajr or like Fajr time. Hey, Samir. Hey, Carolina.
You know what's cracking me up? Do you know what the most amazing thing about this is, y'all? The people that are in her chat talking about the reaction channels, or talking about Girl World, calling us haters and losers, and they just need to get a life. What's really amazing and mind blowing to me is that they are on Chantal's side when she's over there committing fraud. And it is fraud. She's in Syria and she wants to go home. If she were making her own money and spending her own money, we'd have nothing to say. But when you're online grifting, scamming, committing fraud, yeah, people are going to have a problem with that. And it doesn't have to be fraud that's committed personally to one person. It's just when you see someone who's committing fraud, grifting, any normal person would have a problem with it. Anybody at all.
Lorena, you don't have to donate. Hey, Links. Hey, Melly. No, we're it's all about a good grift. Yeah, ICP. No, we're going on a trip for a couple of days with 16 people. So you can imagine that that's going to be interesting. Ready, set, eat.
And I wonder who's paying for that trip. So Chantal just got a bunch of money in her pocket, and suddenly there's a trip for 16 people. Are the two related? They might be.
Really, Chili Chi? No, I'm not going back to Canada tomorrow. Of course not. I won't stream, but I'm going to probably do vlogs. Hey, Fernanda.
And I just want to put this out there to everyone, ladies and gentlemen, watchers of my videos, those of you that might be angry at Chantal, and you're like, how is she getting away with this again? Please allow me to soothe you by putting this in your mind, if I may. This is a case of slow burn. Like sometimes karma, consequences take a while to show up. This one is a slow burn. It's not a fast burn. It's not a blaze. It's a slow burn. Because Chantal is setting everything in motion. She's grifting her beezers hardcore, getting lots of money from lots of people. And she's setting herself up and setting up her beezers that if she does not do what she promises, she just takes the money, she goes back to Canada, and it's just simply a vacation to party her face off, and then she goes back to Syria. Ooh, that's going to take her channel. So many people are going to be ticked off at her. She's over here talking all this mess about it's over, I can't live here, it's too different. Telling people she's going back to Canada. At the same time, it's interesting, she's saying we are separating, but we're not divorcing. Divorce is final. Separations are not. So she's leaving the door deliberately open for maybe going back, having some sort of connection with Salah when he is absolutely done with her. But she is setting her channel up for a great big fall. If she lies to her beezers, if she rips them off, they will not forgive her. There's too many people giving to this PayPal, GoFundMe, throwing money at her. They will not forgive her. If she burns people on such a large scale, it's going to come back and bite her in the butt. So slow burn, y'all. Slow burn. She's slowly burning all her beezers. And when they figure it out, when it's apparent they've been burned, ooh, the fallout's going to be so intense.
I'll probably do vlogs, yeah. So we're going on a long road trip to different areas of Syria.
No, you're not. I know exactly where you're going. You're going somewhere to wait for your YouTube paycheck, which will be here in a few days.
Oh, really, Autumn? Oh, Kimby. Good old cats, eh? Yeah, so since you can't donate to the GoFundMe right now, you can donate to PayPal. That's probably your best bet, like a normal donation through PayPal, not the fundraiser. I'm hoping that they'll put it back up once they review the information. And yeah.
I don't think they will. Didn't they freeze GoFundMe for a while and then it's completely down? I think all those people got their money refunded. If they were just reviewing it, wouldn't they freeze it for a while and then just let it continue like they did before? When they take it down, that's it, Chantal. And they did it because Peetz set it up, but it was your bank account attached. And you and Peetz are not a couple. You don't have a joint account. So you lied.
So, anyways, that's what I'm doing. I still have to do laundry. And
speaking of which, I'm not a Peetz fan. I'm really not. But you know, Chantal, if Peetz is on hard times himself, if he's on benefits, you scooping him up and involving him in your mess, putting his benefits at risk for your sake, that's a real jerk thing to do. It really is. It sucks. But he's an idiot for agreeing to this. But maybe he agreed to it because you were just after him until he did something to shut you up. But you are the kind of person that you don't care about somebody's situation. If they're not working, they're on benefits, and you're involving yourself in their life just so you can get some money, and you won't care how it affects them if they fall on harder times because of you.
everything. It's their PayPal link, Jeans. It's a very cheap trip. Very cheap. And you can donate with super chats.
You know, I wonder how long it's going to take before the Beezers are all tapped out. And they're like, we don't have it to give, Chantal. You keep asking us for money, Chantal. We don't have it. Stop asking for it.
Julia, what are you doing in here? I guess leave it open. Come here. Come here. That's what's going on. What do you think happened to the GoFundMe, Brandon? I'll let you guess.
She's big mad. I love it. That's why I came back, y'all. This is exactly why I came back, because I had a gut feeling that things were about to kick off. I told you guys, I promised you that I would come back and I would start reacting when, the tower is about to fall. I am here for the end. I've been reacting to her for years. I'm here for my dessert. I deserve it. All the hours that I put in reacting to her, 10, 12 hours a day, it was nuts. All the stuff she's done, I deserve it. All of you watching, you deserve it too. This is the final chapter, ladies and gentlemen. This is the season finale. It's going to take a while to kick off, but it will kick off. And it's going to be good. And I'm here for it.
Yeah, you have to have PayPal, Barbara, because hi Hexy. It's not
You know what's
hold
really
on.
funny, Chantal? If something happens to your PayPal, you can't use other services like Cash App because you're Canadian. I don't think they have Cash App in Canada, not available. So if PayPal shuts down, you are screwed.
It's not the fundraiser, which is prohibited from. I can't start a fundraiser while I'm here in Syria, but I can use my regular PayPal because it's a Canadian PayPal and I'm a Canadian citizen. So, and I'm not a resident here. So I'm allowed to. That's from PayPal themselves. True, Jenny. So yeah.
Chantal is so angry that she just can't grift in peace. If Girl World weren't around, if the reaction channels weren't around, she could grift in peace. She could tell all the lies she wanted to tell. People would just believe her. There would not be people around that have archives of stuff she's done, things that she said, that the moment she starts lying could pull out the receipts left and right. She just wants to grift in peace. She wants to scam the general public for as long as she can. She wants to get away with her nonsense and her shenanigans. And we are on the other side saying, nope, we're going to put some information out there and we're going to get all in the way of your grifty, scammy ways.
What else was I going to say? It's hard with the crappy internet, you know? Oh. I don't think they deleted the GoFundMe. Hey, Aurora.
Big Horse says, with your pay from YouTube and the donations, shouldn't you be a lot closer? Yeah. Yeah, Beezers. She's got more money than you think. If she wanted to go home right now, she could. She's got enough. She got money from the PayPal fundraiser. She cashed out real quick to make sure that she could keep it. She's got her YouTube paycheck coming up. That's like, what, 2 or 3 grand right there. So between the YouTube paycheck and the PayPal fundraiser, we're up to like $4,000 plus whatever else she might have in pocket from cameos. So like she's got enough to go home. Plus, Chantal's not stupid. She's not going to walk around with no money. She might have money socked away from when she grifted using Sasa and she went to the hotel. She was only there for a week. So she's got probably like 4 or 5K in pocket now. She's got enough to go. She just doesn't want to go.
No, Peetz is not upset with me. And what I do with my YouTube paychecks are no one's business. I'm not going to go over my whole financial budget.
You know what, Chantal? Normally, I would agree with you. Your money is your business. But where it changes is you coming to people and saying, I want your money and I want a lot of it. The moment you stick your hand out, entitled, and say, give me your money, people have a right to ask questions about that. You grifting changes everything. If you're saying, I need $10,000 to go home, the people that you're asking the money from have a right to say, well, where's your money? How much money do you have saved? How close are you? So stop being a biatch when people ask you things like that.
You know, if I'm asking for a certain amount of money, that's what I need. If you don't want to donate, don't donate.
You are such a see you next Tuesday. You raging, entitled, snobby twat waffle.
Oh, thanks, Tiny Shamrocks. I appreciate you. So yeah. But Peetz will not get in trouble. That is the stupidest thing in the world. Margie, I got baby powder all over my floor and there's olives all over the courtyard. Yeah, I'm okay. Can't complain. You're allowed to start to open a GoFundMe for somebody else, meaning somebody else is getting the funds.
Yeah, but then somebody else wasn't getting the funds, hence the problem. It wasn't Peetz's GoFundMe, Peetz's bank account. It was your bank account. The money was going directly to you, which might have helped him a little bit because he's on benefits. And if the GoFundMe had been completely in his name, going to his bank account, that would cause problems with the benefits that he's getting. He might get in serious hot water. As it was, the GoFundMe was taken away because things weren't done the right way.
He was starting a GoFundMe for himself and was getting thousands of dollars. Yeah, that would be different. And it's really, really, really embarrassing for you people who think that and are reporting him. Like, your brain capacity is embarrassing. They want to take away his welfare. Like, how do you sleep at night knowing that you're a piece of shit?
How do you sleep at night knowing that you involved him in the first place? That there he is, barely scraping by. And even though you don't care about Peetz, you just care about what you get out of him, and he doesn't have much left, you actually stepped up and you involved him when you should have left him alone. How do you sleep at night? How do you even close your eyes in the dark and lay with yourself and feel good about that? Like all the things you've done with Peetz, the cheating and the lying and having him cover for you for all your lies and leaving him with $5,000 to the villa, and you decided to involve him because you're all about using people even when you don't have to.
Just curious. I didn't pressure anything, Tiffany.
Yes, you did. Peetz was very happy to be left alone in Canada. He was doing his thing. I'm sure he didn't just psychically pick up on your energy that you needed money and, oh, let me just set up a GoFundMe for Chantal. A phone call had to happen for that to happen. You were desperate and you're like, I need money. I need someone to help me. So you called upon Peetz and you put pressure on him, and Peetz doesn't know how to say no to you. So he did it. And now he's mad.
I asked him and he said yes.
There we go. I asked him. Foodie doesn't simply go to somebody and ask. She badgers, she pressures, she bullies, she brings out the guilt trips. Look at all that I've done for you. That's what she does.
The Harpies would love it if you got back with Peetz. They fantasize about it.
I haven't been with Peetz in anything more than a friendship for like longer than like many, 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 many years, and it will always be that way. You know what I mean?
Oh, love this comment. Direct Pinhead says, how do you sleep at night after scamming thousands of people who love you? Well said, Direct Pinhead. Well said.
Because they're insane links. It doesn't matter. Report whatever you want. Nobody cares. They won't take his welfare because he's not getting any money. It's literally like not going to him, and he can prove that. Hi, Teardrop. I asked him once. No, I have not found an apartment yet. Yeah, if they do. He is, yes. Good friend, yes. That's how it's been over the many, many years. We've always done things for each other, you know, so. And
the thing is, Peetz looks at you as a friend, Chantal, and you look at him as a doormat, and any chance you get, you wipe your feet on him. And it's because he loves you. He allows it to happen. He cares about you. I don't know why, but he does.
And not any amount of loser going into his chats and being like, oh, you better watch it. Your life is going to be missed. He's never going to ever listen to your shit. So good luck.
And look who's in the chat, Amber Lynn Reed. Amber, you're hanging out with Tommy in Wisconsin, I'm sure. And that's why you're so quiet. Why are you insisting in being in Chantal's chat? Go away. Oh, wait a minute. Amber Lynn says, do you miss your old Beezer's pre-Kuwait arc? You lost. Oops. I'm sure she does, Amber. I'm sure she does. You know what? I look in Chantal's chat and I don't see a single handle, a single name from the OG Beezers. And I would remember a lot of them because they were in there all the time. I don't see a single OG Beezer in her chat. It's all new people. And that is saying something. When people that were loyal diehards to you, not a single one are around, it's all a new batch of people.
Do I miss my Beezer's pre-Kuwait arc? Honestly, if people are going to leave for like no reason, not really. You know? Hey, punk rock, are you grift maxing? Heck yeah. So if you want to help me get home to Canada, you can donate to my PayPal. The link is pinned, or you can contribute to my goal, which is also pinned. Or you can get a cameo. That also helps. And yeah.
And I'm just going to say this, Beezers. Chantal will forever keep you guys on a hamster wheel. Because that's what grifters do. They put the people that they want to grift on a hamster wheel. Do you honestly think that this grift will be the last one? It won't. She'll ask $10,000. She may get $10,000. She may get $8,000. She'll get a bunch of money. And you'll think, that's it. We helped her out. She got a bunch of money. She doesn't need anything else from here. Wrong. There's always going to be something she needs, something she wants, some kind of crisis, and everybody's got to help her fix it. She'll never say, I'll fix it. I got this. I put my big girl panties on. I'll deal with it. Never. No, absolutely not. There's always going to be something she needs. She'll get to Canada, and the next thing you know, she can be coming to you guys again, saying, I didn't have enough money. I need more money. I couldn't pay for this. It's coming. Mark my words, it's coming.
Every day I'm gonna grift. Hexy, you miss me? Okay, kinda. No, I'm not coming back to Syria ever. Hey, Nicole.
Just keep in mind, Beezers, remember when she was in Kuwait and she swore to your faces that she wasn't going to go home for Christmas. And what happened? She was back home. Think about all the promises she's made you. Think about, for those who were around, when she was in Canada and she swore that she was going to set up housekeeping then. And she came to you guys and asked you guys for money to furnish the house. Next thing you know, she went right back to Salah when she shouldn't have. So this ain't the first time she's gripped. This won't be the last.
10K will be enough. Why would Canada not let me back in? That's like the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. Yeah, that's okay, Teardrop. They'll get refunded and they'll probably just redonate to me through my PayPal or through Super Chats. It's fine with me. I'm not trolling you when I say this. Sincerely, Syria and the Middle East seem horrible. Why not go back at first world country with...
You know what would make Chantal rage? If PayPal shut her down. Because that's where the bulk of her income is coming from, is PayPal. We would get a super rage out of that.
Higher living standards. All love, genuine Clarist Michael. Thank you, Michael, for the contributing to the goal. I appreciate it. Well, I am going back to first world country, but
Lizzie says, why is it okay for you to e-beg, but you talk badly about Lisa Richards? Yeah, that's another one. Lisa Richards is really bad about e-begging. It's really terrible. Interesting fact about Lisa Richards. Chantal watches her. Maybe she thought it'd be a good idea for her to e-beg too.
I really have enjoyed my time experiencing different cultures, different parts of the world. And I hope someday I can even experience more. Maybe not to live forever, because I still want to just, live a certain lifestyle. That's not so restrictive. That's just my personal preference.
And you know what? When you're begging, you don't get to have a lifestyle. You don't get to have a preference. It's all about survival. You're concerned about your survival, getting the basic necessities met. You're not concerned about luxury and living grandly. It's about covering necessities. All you care about is necessities if you're in survival mode. And I don't think you're in survival mode yet. And you don't want to hit rock bottom. You don't want to struggle. And it's not just because girl world would put egg on your face for struggling. It's because you don't know how to struggle. You don't know how to adapt. You don't know how to cope. You don't know how to think on your feet. You don't know how to make good decisions about food or anything else. You're a complete marshmallow that way. You have no strength.
And I have nothing for, I've been treated nicer in Syria and more welcomed probably than even my own family, some members of my own family.
Wow. I dig at the family. I've been treated better in Syria than my own family. Wow. So what about all the times that you went home to Canada and you crashed on your parents' couch, which I'm sure they were thrilled with? You being in the house, making a mess, dirty dishes, crashing on the couch and getting in their living space when you shouldn't have been there in the first place because you're 41 years old and you should be paying for a hotel room versus crashing at mom's couch like a 16-year-old. What about the help they gave you to get the apartment? Because I know it wasn't your name on the lease, Chantal. I know you had help from your family. So they helped you. They helped you get into that apartment And how did you pay them back? By causing a problem and probably leaving them with a huge bill.
And these people know my past. They know, can 10K. Yeah. Of course I'm going to use like my money too, but
How much? Tell us the amount. What do you have in pocket? What will you have? What are you contributing? No talk about that.
At least for a couple of months, I have some money tied up in paying off some debts and stuff. So if I want to come home sooner, that's why I'm asking for help. And then if not,
Oh, what? If I want to come home sooner. If, not when, if. Important detail, people.
I'll just have to wait longer. But, I get a paycheck. Earn Blue was banned. Why? Really? I don't remember. I didn't see that. Middle Eastern people, if I've learned anything, are very kind and welcoming, and a lot of people just have a lot of misconceptions about the Middle East. Hey,
You had
Vampire.
misconceptions about the Middle East. Didn't you tell us before you went to Kuwait, like your assumption of people in the Middle East was that they would all be super morbidly obese like you? And that's not the case.
Bro. Okay, goodbye. Sorry, Chris, but you can troll me all you want, but leave my beloved mods alone. That's so stupid, Autumn. You should really stop watching reaction channels. It'll rot your brain. Clear.
Yeah, she's telling people, don't watch the reaction channels. Don't watch us. She's trying to corral all of the beezers to being just on her channel and paint the reactors as liars. Because that's what scammers do. When they scam, when they lie, when they manipulate, they want to keep the truth away from people. They don't want people sitting down and thinking about what's going on. They don't want you to think. They just want you to feel, and they want you to give. She doesn't want the beezers to sit down and think, nothing really smells right about this. Not at all. Something ain't right in the water. She doesn't want the people that are on her channel to go to the reaction channels, listen to the commentary, and there's going to be some strong points made that are going to make them think. She wants to keep them just completely in the dark about what's really going on and why.
Clearly. They are links, yes. Hi, Bobby Joe. I've been treated so nice. Yes. It puts them to sleep. I don't know how it puts them to sleep. They rock pretty violently, like fast. And they're shaking and they love it. The Charlie Kirk, yeah. It seems that any kind of opinion you have online is just meant with rage. It's like, and honestly, like, I don't agree with what, happened to Charlie. I think that just freedom of speech is just like dead, because look what they did to Jimmy Kimmel. I don't even like Jimmy Kimmel, but just for having an.
And this is another thing that Chantal does. When she's lying, when she's scamming, when she's grifting, she looks for things to like make a point or make herself right. So let's bring in people, events in the world that make her seem like she's in the right.
An opinion on MAGA, he got removed from having his show. That's totally not American. You guys have to agree with that. Like, everyone should have a say in a non-violent manner. Do you know what I mean? Thank you, Bobby Joe. I come in to see for myself. Yeah, you should always, because I'd say 99% of the time they're wrong.
No, we're not.
Yes. Steve.
If we were wrong 90% of the time, why would she get so mad? She gets mad because we tell the truth. And she never does.
Even Colbert? What? Wow. His rating, like I said, I don't even like him at all. But if it was... Yeah, true. Convolvulated. It's called beezing. Political violence is wrong. Yeah. It is, yeah. You know? Ugh. I agree. He was assassinated. It's great. Send your money my way. I'm just joking.
No, she's not. Geez, Chantal, the desperation must be real. You're practically screaming when you're begging.
Is it what? Is the service bad? Oh, Margie, I hate when they do that when you're looking forward to something. XC, no. VTubers. Can you hear me?
Since I'm someone that I've been reacting to Chantal for a while, I would like to name some of the other scams that Chantal has done. For those who don't know, off the top of my head, going all the way back to Crackhead Olympics, I remember when there's a big storm in Chantal's area and the power went out. And there's no, you're not in any danger when the power goes out. You just ride it out and you're fine. Chantal decided to do a community post begging people for money so that she and Peetz and the cats could go to a motel, even though they didn't have to go to a motel. So she set up her community post with her PayPal, and then she was on the way to Natter's, and you heard her walk in the door because he was streaming at the same time. So she set up the post, and then she was on the drive there. So that's one scam she did, telling people that she needed money for a room when it didn't make sense. Because if you got pets that are traumatized with traveling, why would you take them to a motel when you're perfectly safe at your home? Another scam she did, the postcard club. She started that before she went to Cuba. Told people, if you subscribe to the postcard club for $10 a month, when I go to places, when I travel, I'll send you a postcard from there. Guess what? The postcard club was up for several months. No one got a single postcard. So Chantal raked in well over $100 a month from the Beezers who were part of the postcard club. So that's just two of the scams that she's pulled. Plus, again, like I mentioned earlier, when she went to Canada and she swore she was going to stay, had people to give money for moving, and then she didn't stay there. So she's got a history of asking for things and never delivering. Oh, and another scam before I forget. This has to do with her OF, because she did have an OF. She got on her channel here on YouTube, told people about her OF, encouraged them to sign up, promised people that she would do not safe for work content, not safe for work story times, that she would live stream over there, never live stream, barely put up content, milked people for all kinds of money. Then during that same time period, she had like 5 different channels going and telling her Beezers to have subscriptions to every single one of them, plus Twitch. So, you Beezers sure you want to give money to a scammer when that's all she does?
Hear me? My PayPal is still up, moron. Get out of here.
And by the way, Chantal, and I just have to remark on this, Look, I don't know where you are in the house, but can you please take that doggone fan and get it away from the microphone? My ears hate it. It's not nice. Just move away from it.
But they won't steal the money. They have to refund everybody, so. Like after you appeal it. Hey, Maxine. I don't know what I'm going to do yet about showing the place. Yeah, true.
Oh, we'll see it. Whatever she ends up, we're going to see the place. Because Chantal's going to be in Canada and she's going to get high. She's going to get completely stoned out of her mind on edibles, and she's just not going to be paying attention. She's not going to care.
Would be cool, yeah. Hi, baby. Did you eat cat treats for money?
This is so sad. Keeper of the Homestead says, I've only been a subscriber since last year. Oh, so they weren't there during Crackhead Olympics. I never lived through Canada's. I'm so excited. Well, that excitement's not going to last long. You're going to be mad disappointed with what you see.
It's grifting stream. Oh, really?
There's going to be equal amounts of disappointment and disgust. People are going to be so disappointed when they don't get exciting content. And they're going to be so disgusted when Chantal reveals who she really is, who she's been this whole time.
So, internet. All right. Is that better? I'm not talking about religion, so. Oh, thank you, Bobby Joe. I think maybe a couple people have, but it's always nice to. Not really better. She was chasing the watch when I get to Canada. I don't know. Well, I hope you get your can of chili, Margie. You know.
Oh, Hello Darkness says people tend to forget that Foodie used to make 20K monthly on her channel and blew through that money. You were in Canada just 3 months ago and left on your own accord. No lies were spoken. She was making big money in Canada and she decided to leave on her own accord. And who's to say it won't happen again?
No. You downloaded the book? Nice. The book is weird and depressing. You know that weird Stephen King? Oh, I want to watch Welcome to Derry. When is that coming out? Yeah. Tiny Shamrocks. Pushing to the goal. Thank you, Tiny Shamrocks. Thank you. Appreciate it. 2 out of 10. Wanda, yeah, don't worry. Don't worry about the money. You'll either I'll get it or you'll get it back for sure. They can't keep the money. You know? But it's ridiculous, you know? Yeah, you can talk, Moist. Thanks, Tiny Shamrocks. Do not worry. I don't know how long it takes. Punching them all out, teardrop. Yeah, you can thank the loser haters for that, Wanda.
No, you could thank your stupidity for that one. For involving your former roommate in your mess. For him setting up the GoFundMe in his name but was linked to your bank account. As I've said, If everything was done right, GoFundMe would not have taken it down. They took it down because things weren't right. And you can have all the complaints in the world about a GoFundMe, but if everything's legit, they'll leave it alone.
Yep. What are they even reporting? Probably some bullshit lies.
Lies don't take a GoFundMe down. Being shiesty does.
Some bullshit. Oh, that I'm living here. Like, literally, we'll move in secret now. Yeah, honestly, Wanda, that's probably best. You can't even be nice in this day and age without people, trying to ruin it. Welcome back, Millie.
Knowing Chantal, what she might be hoping for is that not only will she get extra PayPal money because the GoFundMe was taken down, that she'll get the money that was on the GoFundMe as well as extra money because people feel sorry for her. Like she'll get maybe double. She'll get the GoFundMe money unless it's been refunded, and she'll get extra money on PayPal on top of that.
Oh, yeah, Nicole.
And the advantage that she has with people donating on PayPal, because it's not a fundraiser or GoFundMe, no one's going to know exactly how much she has. No one's going to know how close she is to the goal when she's reached it, and she can make up any lies she wants.
It took you guys months to get a refund.
Oh,
thanks, Sukhoi.
Eesh. So it might take quite a while to get the refunds back so they can give the money back to Chantal. And by the time they maybe get their money back, the 3 months of the year that she's wanting to go home and make money, by the time they get their money back, it's like the first of the year next year.
It took me months.
Ooh.
Just to get paid from them. Hey, Voiceless. It's true, Bobby Joe. Literally. He's such a cowardly, petty man-child. He is. She is, I should say. Or it is. And he doesn't even get paid from YouTube for that. Right? Am I not wrong? Like, he's not even monetized on YouTube? Like, how?
Chantal, what do you care what a person does on their channel? If they want to do content for free, what's wrong with that? I know that you have the philosophy of if you're on YouTube, you better be monetized or it's not worth it to do videos. Some people do things for free here just because they want to, because it's fun or it's a creative outlet for them. I do my reactions to you, but just for fun and to give myself a break from your content, I do tarot reacts for fun. And they're not monetized. So am I stupid? Or am I just balancing things out? Where I monetize your videos, but when I want to have fun, when I want to relax, I do my tarot reacts. It is possible to have a YouTube channel and just do content, and monetization doesn't have to be the deciding factor.
Especially not here, I'd imagine, so. Hey, Ellen. Do I think I'll be home for Christmas? Probably. I don't know, though. It depends. Star. I don't know. The money from GoFundMe, it will just be refunded if they don't reinstate it. So. What happened, Moist Calculator? Thanksgiving? I like the fall time too. Yeah, true, Tiny. Canadians can't use Cash App. Sorry, guys. what I was answering? I can't. Yeah, exactly. The payment probably bounced a loop. Oh my gosh, that far. Hey, Melly B. Oh, there's Star. Welcome to Very Important Bees or Star. Ready, set, bees. Yes, if you guys would like to donate or help out.
You know what? Is it me? I'm getting so tired. Like every 5 minutes, Chantal, you mentioned PayPal, PayPal, PayPal. Donate to my PayPal. Did you forget to donate to my PayPal? Did I not say it enough? PayPal, PayPal, PayPal. Super chats, memberships, PayPal. Every third word out of your mouth is about money, 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 money. It's really repetitive and it's really disgusting. Don't forget to the entire stream is like, how many times are you going to say the word PayPal? Stop it.
You can do so by donating to the PayPal link that is pinned.
Shut up.
It is worse lately. If others do so, get lost. Yeah.
And I'm getting sick of that too. People like Teardrop saying the ones who complain don't even donate. You don't have to donate to something to be offended by somebody committing fraud and being a scammer.
And you're proud of that? You're proud of coming in here and saying that those pathetic losers do that to people? Hey, Hidden Sapphire. That's actually really gross that people are like proud of doxing people and their families.
Hypocrite. You dox people. You went after Perfectly Imperfect and her family multiple times. You have people doing things in the background on your behalf. And I'm pretty sure it was you long ago that you went to Natter and told him to do 140 plus privacy strikes against reaction channels just because you were feeling spiteful. And let's not also forget about how you've gone after your own Beezers. You remember Chantal? No? Let me remind you. Like, how many times did you get in your own live streams and put people down? Or make community posts showing pictures of your Beezers? Just doing the public humiliation thing to your own Beezers, the people who pay your bills, pay for your entire life, and have paid for your entire life for the last 8 years.
Like, get a life. They act like it's like they come in here and brag like it's some moral defect of the person who was doxxed. No, you're the piece of shit who's going to get that karma and burn in hell for it. So good luck with that. Hey, Marnie. I know, Teardrop. If you come in here and talk about anyone being doxxed, you're going to be insta-blocked forever. And don't ever ask for your ass to be unblocked because it's not going to happen. Ever. I know. McDonald's breakfast. Nice. Really? Yeah, what are you doing eating McDonald's? Coffee and Timbits. Yeah. Exactly. sausage, egg, and cheese McMuffin in Canada, you know, so I miss your poutine mukbangs. Thank you. A shower of fireworks.
It's not fireworks. And speaking of the quote unquote fireworks, so Foodie, you're a piece of work. You know that? You're over in Syria. There are fireworks going off. And you're saying to everybody, I would rather stay here for a few more weeks or a month. I would much prefer this environment than going home to Canada and staying in a motel room, an extended stay, or renting a room or something. You prefer to be in Syria with the fireworks, amongst all the fireworks, rather than go home, stay in a cheap room. Like, it couldn't be me. If I heard fireworks like that, I'd be on the next plane out.
BK chicken sandwich. Is he gonna leave me in the desert? I don't know, Caribou. Bye, Ethan. Set up Amazon when you're in Canada. Yeah, I did that last time, so I will try to. Thank you, Ultra What. Time spoken, it just random, and plus I usually withhold my comments for review. It's nothing personal. You know? Yeah, well, I still have to make money and live, Layla. So I don't know if you heard the part, like, if my internet cut out where I said I'm gonna make money on this trip, but I can say it again. I'm gonna make videos on this trip, which generate revenue, which will.
So is it a trip or are you moving home? Because that's interesting. She said the word trip. I'm going to make money on this trip versus I'm going to go home and make money. Interesting detail.
Will go towards coming home. Do you see how that works? Or anyway, time to block her.
You know what, Chantal? You can talk all the mess you want about, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Let's see you do it. It's easy to say you're going to do something. It's another thing to actually do it. You don't have a good track record for actually getting things accomplished.
Bye. You don't win shit. You waste your time, John Williams.
Ooh.
You literally waste your time. Because do I ever stay down? No. Did I get my PayPal back? Yeah. Am I going to get the GoFundMe back? Probably. And if not, I'll get the money another way. No big deal.
Chantal, don't you sit there and act like you've been through something and you're strong, because you're not. Do I stay down? No, but you want to know why you've never stayed down? Because you've always had people around you that coddle you and rescue you. So you not staying down has nothing to do with you. It's just that you've been surrounded by a whole lot of fools that help you when they shouldn't have helped you. If they hadn't helped you, maybe you might be stronger, wiser, more experienced, have more independence versus codependent. You are codependent on everybody around you. You are everybody's problem, burden, issue to be solved. You bring all your problems to everybody else and say, fix it for me. I broke it, but you're supposed to fix it. And more people should have spoken up and said, no, you fix it, because I got to fix my stuff over here. I'm busy. Not enough people in your life said, I'm busy, go away. Well, maybe you've reached that part in your life at 41 years old that you're running out of people to fix things for you. But I got news for you, Beezers. The person you're talking to, the one you're listening to right now, her broken can't be simply fixed. Not with money, not with anything. Understand and thank you. You can't fix her. You can enable her, but you can't fix her. The only one who can fix her is herself, and that's what she wants to. And believe me, she doesn't want to because she's making entirely too much money being a broken doll.
Like, what? It's not a contest. Like, why are you even obsessing over me? Like, there's only so much you can do before you're gonna get in shit.
Hi, Booker.
Legally.
Come here.
You're gonna cross that line. Some of you.
Come here. Hey.
Why do the reaction channels people can't get quickly? Yeah, totally.
Okay, we're going to stop for a minute because I know that Queen Booger has fans. There's the baby. What you doing? Come here. People are playing music in the next apartments and she can hear it. She's like, what is that? Mom, I don't like it. She don't like loud noises. Do you, baby? No. Queen Booger, for those who want to see the queen. Hi, baby. Come here. We're doing the cradle thing. Of course we are. Thank you, baby. Oh, look at the little ears. Look at those little ears. The queen is gracing me with her presence, so I have to give tribute. I have to give the queen what she wants. She wants to be a baby. So when the queen says, treat me like a baby, you treat her like a baby. Huh, baby? Huh? Yes. I'm giving the queen what she wants. We got some baby time. I got your little ears. I got them. Yeah. We're almost done with the reaction anyway. I'm just taking care of the queen. And the baby. I'm sorry, Bugs. Oh, let go of my shirt. I got to put you down. There you go. So we're going to finish this out. We don't have much longer. I promise. It's almost over.
Thanks, Teardrop. Good night, time spoken. Because I like the Middle East, Jack, and my husband is from here.
You know, I can't wait until Chantal goes back to Canada. All this talk about, I love him, my handsomest man, blah, blah, blah. Just wait. I'm telling y'all, this is a slow burn, y'all. This is a slow burn. This is not like a quick flash of fire. Slow burn. This is a pressure cooker. The steam is building up behind the lid. Just give it some time. Let us be patient. It will pay off.
Michelle, do you not have anything better? They don't have anything better to do. Bored, miserable people are the most dangerous people in the world. And you can clearly see that.
How can we be bored when we stay so busy? Reaction channels are staying busy. They're putting out reaction videos. They're doing live streams, putting stuff together to be entertaining. How can we possibly be bored?
They think they can control you, right? They have so much time and they have kids and families and fulfilling.
We have so much time. Well, that ain't true over here, and I don't think it's true for any other channel either. You pick a lane, Chantal. Either we're bored and we have nothing to do, or we got a family. Ma'am, I'm trying to balance out the reaction channel with my night job. Like, I feel like a one-toothed beaver in a forest full of trees.
lives. And what do? Like, look at Girly Boy for free, obsesses about my life. And yeah,
She goes again, like, look at him. He's being silly. He's doing it for free. What do you care?
like, whatever you want to do, buddy. It's a mental illness. And yeah. Hey, Hysteria.
You know what, Chantal? I think even your beezers are bored, some of them. I mean, you've had complaints before about your content in Kuwait, your content in Syria. Your own beezers have told you it's boring, and that's why they're getting their hopes up and giving you money to go back to Canada because it's just that boring. You're putting out the vibe of things are not going to be entertaining until I go somewhere else, even though you've been to like what, 4 or 5 places already, and none of them was exciting. There was no great content that came from them. But they're hoping that Canada will do the trick and get you off your butt and changing things. They're going to be disappointed, I'm telling you. Oh, yeah.
I'm not changing my mind. I've given no indication of that.
Not yet, because you're not there. Wait till she's there. Wait till Chantal's in Canada and she's alone. That will change everything. She's with Salah right now, so it's not a concern. Wait till she gets back in Canada. She's alone. She doesn't like to be alone. She's going to go running back to him, and I don't think he's going to allow it.
So I can't imagine anyone coming up to me to discuss my financial status, right? Anyone can choose to make a donation, so what are they challenging? Exactly. They don't have to give anything. Problem solved. Hey, Cream Corn. I don't come on here and beg, no.
What are you doing right now? Send money to my PayPal. Send money to my PayPal. I need to get home. What is that if not begging?
I know. They need to get therapy. And we're the sick ones. Like, I'm the sick one though who needs therapy. Yeah, okay. Aw. Somebody sent a nice, generous donation to PayPal. Thank you. I'll reply every time somebody leaves me a...
You know what? I'm going to be smiling over here 3 weeks from now when she's supposed to leave. And she's saying, I don't have enough money. Her beezers are going to be so ticked off. There's going to be mutiny in the chat. People going to her and saying, you just got all this money. Where did it go? She's not going to have a real explanation.
PayPal, I reply to your message. Unless it's a hate message, then I'll probably just tell you to sit, or you know what, but...
Keep ripping off your beezers, Foodie. Because when they figure out that you're scamming, grifting, lying, you don't keep your promises, all you're going to do is increase the reaction channel audience that much more.
They're not pocket. They actually have the nerve to say they're not pocket watching. Please. Please. Strawberries, oh my god. Literally, Amoeba's YouTube lover.
Oh, interesting information. Creamed Corn says word on the YouTube streets is Nosferatu has a court date tomorrow. Not sure if we're allowed to talk about him, but I hope he's done for good. You're
in therapy once a week? I still do cameos, so you can also get cameos. They're on.
My ears are tired from hearing her talk about money, cameos, memberships, super chats, PayPal, repeatedly, as if people are going to forget. Within 5 minutes, they're going to forget.
On sale. That's another good way to support.
Shut up. Oh my God. You're embarrassing. You got a 100K channel over there begging for money.
Time spoken, how do you even know it was Teardrop? Because you can't see who blocks you. So you're just assuming.
Actually, you can. You can see it.
Member for 13 months. Thank you, Loyalty Beezer Samir Bazid. Ready to release. Thank you. Yes, cameos make the best gifts. You're not even blocked. You're not blocked. Like I said, what do you expect? You know, do you expect a hug when you treat me like crap? It's not going to happen. Like, why would it be awkward for Salah and I to live together? If we are amicable, yeah, they do rage bait for money. They keep going for money.
Chantal, shut up. You do things to get the reaction channels talking. You do things, you say and do things on purpose to get us to say stuff on Twitter and say stuff in our reactions. You rage bait. Heck, your audience, they rage bait because they're bored with your content and they deliberately bring up the reaction channels or something else just to get you all fired up.
Why would we'll still be friends and do things together?
Not if you're back in Canada.
Wanda, they are pissed because we are donating. They hate that we support you both. F them. It's true because they try to attack people who support me. Thank you, Wanda, for contributing to the goal. I really appreciate you. And don't worry about.
You know what? And this may be a controversial opinion, but I want more Beezers to donate to her. I want them to give her more money. And why is that? Because the more people she takes money from, the more that donate to her, the more that are going to be pissed off, raging when they figure out that she's a scammer. When she takes the money and runs, or she spends it on party favors or food, they give her all that money. And then she says, I need more money. I'm broke. The rage from the audience is going to be epic. The fallout is going to be massive. God mode level. Massive. It might tank her channel. So go ahead, Beezers. Give her more money. And then when she disappoints you from lack of great content, when you figure out that she's a liar and the reaction channels have it clocked, we've had her clocked the entire time, you'll see. You will see. That day of reckoning is coming. It's going to take some time to get there, but we'll get there. I'm patient. I've got the patience of anything. You're all going to learn. Every single one of you going to learn.
The money because I'm following up. Don't worry. Thank you, Wanda. I appreciate you. They always do that. Probably not. I'm not going to the U.S. Angry quote.
Thank goodness. We don't want you here. Stay out. I think I speak for everyone in the States. Stay out. I'm sorry, Canada. I know you guys don't want her either, but look, she lives there. She don't live over here. We don't want her here.
Am I saying that right? I support you. Thank you, Aaron. I appreciate you guys. Way to go, chick. Thanks, Black Country Mom. There's nothing wrong with ending a marriage friendly, right? We're not ending it because we hate each other. Well, we do love
You know what's funny? She talks about her and Salah have a very amicable split. Okay, maybe it is. Okay, so if you guys are on friendly terms, why isn't your soon to be ex husband helping you get to Canada? Why is there no talk about him throwing in some money to help you get there faster? I mean, since he is your husband, right? If things are amicable, why isn't he saying, I'm her husband now. I won't be her husband later. So I'm going to help my soon to be ex wife out the door. I'm going to give her some money to get her to her goal faster so she can get gone. No talk about that.
each other. It's just, it doesn't even feel like anything is really that different. It won't feel like that until I leave. But the Beezers don't care about the zombies who give them the money. This is the difference between the wise and nice Beezers and the garbage morons. Yes. Speaking of which, hello.
Nah, I'll tell you what the difference is. Some of the Beezers are stupid and the zombies are not stupid. Interesting that zombies normally don't have a brain, but it's actually reversed here. The zombies do have a brain and the Beezers do not. The ones that are giving her money.
How are you? How are you? Kefek.
And we're about to cut off here because Chantal's internet cut off. And she did a part 2, but I will cover that tomorrow. It's 11 o'clock here. And I've had a long day, very busy. So part 2, once I review it, I'll do it tomorrow. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this react. If you have, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you so much for being here. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.